Purpose for what we are doing.
Hey, లేకు నేను కూర్చోవాలి నువ్వు తెచ్చుకో కావాలంటే ఒకటి మరి కూర్చొని పెట్టేసింది సైడ్ ఇట్లా నుంచొని నువ్వు కూడా చేస్తుంది అదిగో సన్ చూపిస్తారా నీకు సన్ ఎదురుకు వచ్చాడు సన్ దండం పెట్టుకో సన్ నాకు ఎనర్జీ అంతా ఇవ్వు అని అడుగు
Purpose for what we are doing will get revealed to us. Our intuition becomes strong. Purpose for what we are doing will get revealed to us. Our intuition becomes stronger. The best way is to listen into our intuition, develop the ability to listen to our feelings. Mind versus heart. Purpose is to learn and enjoy, which is in the process we're going to help others naturally. The service becomes a natural element of it. And our purpose from time to time is getting revealed to us just by paying close attention to our heart. How do we know? When we go into the flow, we don't realize the time. Yes, the time. You spend 3 hours and you realize, oh, already 3 hours are over. You don't think of your food. You don't think of who are there around you. But you are so deeply engulfed in it. If you are engulfed in a set of activities in the so deeply, that means you are aligned to that thing that you're doing is pretty much in alignment with what you love to do. We receive a lot of insights automatically. Mind is not playing. When we are moving from one set of activities, maybe for next 3 months, next 3 years, 4 years, what you're doing to the next one, it slowly starts revealing to us. When we pay close attention, it starts revealing, hey, it's enough for you in this job. Change. You'll also notice when you're not enjoying it anymore. That is the time to question yourself. What's happening? And that is the time to go deep into it and then question yourself and then make that brave decision to move on to the next one, change it. And identifying is by going into the flow, by taking up a task, one whatever that you want. Suppose you want to start a new business, take a small task out of it, go into the detail, push yourself a bit, go beyond the comfort zone. When you want to make a change into ourselves, we got to be inevitable looking at beyond the comfort zone. Do what you're doing, but go beyond the comfort zone. Take that extra time, cut down something that is unnecessary for a few days. See for yourself when you're doing it, are you going into the flow? Means you forget when you do that activity, your spouse, your parents are telling you, hey, come on, come for dinner. You'll say, oh, okay, I'm going to come. And then you are into it again. You love it. So if you are not mindful of the time that's happening around you, or the people, and about yourself, that means you're liking it, you love it. You visualize the future around it. You want to be getting a lot of heightened feeling. Those feelings are building up day by day. As you're visualizing in a meditation, at the end of the meditation, then you need to be feeling a lot more deeply about what you're doing is exciting you. You got to bring that gratitude, joy, enormous joy of having achieved that goal. Like if you're starting a business and then 3 years down the line, you set up the business already, it's become bigger. $1 million business has become. So then, how will your life change? Visualize it. That's called clarity. Do you have that clarity? Do you have that excitement? Our heart is always telling if you're going to be excited with that experience that you're going to gain. That is another way we can easily identify, is it something that I'm going to align to? Happy morning, everybody. Great afternoon and wonderful evening. We sure are, we sure are aligning to our purpose by slowly aligning to our feelings of what I like to do, or am I liking what I'm doing right now? Is it really the one that I want to do? You may like to do, but is it really the one I want to do? We come with a plan, just like a company makes a plan for next few years, what I'm going to do. Same way, we also come with a plan broadly for the whole lifetime. So we will get aligned to a current purpose in time to time, when we regularly meditate, when we regularly contemplate of what we are doing. We will understand purpose more as we go along this week. All people, when we're dealing with people, how do I deal with them? How do I interact with them? What do I do in any given situation? What's my dharma in any given situation? Always these questions are there. Materially rich, materially poor. Spiritually rich, spiritually poor. When you meet somebody, when somebody is there in your life, materially rich, spiritually rich, materially poor, spiritually poor. When we have someone who is materially rich, we make friendships with them. Friendships. Someone who is materially rich, make friendships. We don't reject. As we drop our limiting beliefs that rich will exploit, rich are only selfish, and they're taking care of themselves, or any of those limiting beliefs, when we drop them, are rich, it's difficult to deal with them because there is poor self-esteem or any some kind of past event-based conditions. We talked about reprogram our beliefs. Anyway, we're dropping all the beliefs one by one. The right thing to do, or the best thing to do, is to make friendships. If somebody is materially poor, help them to your capability. If you feel so, help them to your capability. First of all, we avoid sympathy response and first develop an empathy response. And from that empathy response, whatever way, that limited time that we have, we help them. Now, dharma is always to those who are around you. Those who are around you, we take care of them always. The drivers, our maids, of course, our immediate family members. People around us, we take care. Because that's the environment we choose to live and then grow. Somebody somewhere else in Maharashtra, they'll take care of them. Those who are in Bangalore, you take care of the people around you. Materially poor, we help them with an empathetic response, understanding that they are where they are, recognizing they're going through their own design, not necessarily interfering into their life patterns, design patterns, trying to go overboard in physically helping them, while that may be their experience they wanted to choose. So those, it's always good, those who are around you, to take care of them because there is a good reason why they're physically around you. Materiality is a matter, so they're physically around you here, not somewhere, some faraway place. So materially poor, we take care of them to the best of our ability, with our resources if we have. Then they're spiritually poor and spiritually rich. So when we interact and somebody does not have that, we express high amount of compassion, and then we give everything that we have to them. Materially poor, you give what you can, that limited you can do. But spiritually rich, spiritually poor, somebody is around you, we give away everything we have. Maximum time you give on that. A person, when you see spiritually poor, you allocate maximum time onto that and educating, giving, making them to meditate, giving them all the science, fundamentals, everything. The moment we recognize that somebody doesn't even know meditation, somebody doesn't know different levels of consciousness, somebody does not know that what we're experiencing is just a reality, not necessarily permanent. So when we recognize somebody is spiritually poor, we put our time fully onto giving away everything that we have in terms of our knowledge, our wisdom, everything. All that wisdom we have, we give away. Spend maximum time. Our time is spent, our wisdom is given to them maximum. Not on trying to solve their direct physical material problems. Because by doing so, we empower them to do it by themselves. This time and the next time and the next time. We get stuck when somebody comes with a physical problem, but if they do not understand the process of meditation, a process of higher knowledge, then that's where we spend time in educating them on that than to actually go and then get sucked into understanding the whole thing. A problem created in one plane can only be solved in another plane. Then we get a very efficient solution. And materially and spiritually rich people, when you meet someone who is more knowledgeable, you feel, we always have that feeling, right? Spiritually rich people, that means they have a lot more knowledge, a lot more understanding, a lot more progress made about themselves. And we completely surrender and accept, and then give our best to learn. This is not where we go. For example, we meet Dr. Joe Dispenza. Suppose we go to a conference, we meet Dr. Joe Dispenza. Or you go to a place, Pyramid Valley, let's say we meet Karthikeyan sir, Patriji. So these are the places where we completely surrender, and then with our ears wide open, eyes wide open, we listen in for every point that's being spoken. Not the time to go and say what we know to tell them. If they ask, tell them, but not otherwise. The first thing, and many times when you go to a place, when you meet somebody who's accomplished in a conference, he used to just blah, blah, talk about, oh, I read your book, sir, I've done this, sir, I've done this, sir, I know this, sir. All that we try to tell to impress. The point is, they'll have perhaps just a few minutes with you, and a few minutes have gone in you telling about yourself. That may not add value to the other person, neither to you. Instead, we are open, wide open, and then ready to listen, ready to receive what Karthikeyan sir is going to share, what Patriji is going to share. We have an opportunity for a minute with Dr. Joe Dispenza. So we are there and then listening in, and something will come out. Because everybody's intuition is always working. They look at you, and then in the quiet time, they always tell you something. So we absorb it. So spiritually rich, we take the time to be as quiet, and we are ready to completely listen in and then absorb, not the other way. Surrender is, they ask us and say, hey, you can do this. When you are recognizing somebody is spiritually rich and you believe, then you do this, you do that. I completely have done this. I recognize that the only way I can know everything from what Patriji has to offer is to completely surrender to go through the process. Because a lot of times that what he sees, I can't see. I can't see. It is impossible for somebody, it is impossible for, if I go and then try to understand what Dr. Amit Goswami talks about quantum physics, there's no way. There's no way I know about it. He is authority in quantum physics. I know ABCDs of quantum physics. So in front of him, there's no way I can judge. Now if he tells me that, hey, go and read these 3 books, I'll take it. And that is my interest, I'll take it. Without a question, without a doubt, without judging who is that author, where does it come from? Okay, this is not what it is. Because I know about that person later, it's something, without a doubt, without judgment. So then we have the possibility of becoming as much knowledgeable and skillful and expertise as that, that spiritually rich person, like in this case, Patriji or Dr. Joe Dispenza, Karthikeyan sir. We have the possibility of becoming as much when we don't filter off, and then when we surrender, means that we do. Because they already have seen it. They already figured out that you come for spiritual advice or spiritual essence. And then in the process, they may say, hey, go and join this conference, go and attend this one, read these books, do this. For next 3 months, just do 3 hours meditation. This may come. If you surrender, that means that we actually take those in, not apply our analytical mind and then filter off what I think I can do. Again, oh, I have so much work, I don't think I can do. What's required is to set a strong intent to practice to see what happens. Many times we surrender to this materially rich people. Oh, this person is very established in the industry, so let's go and then surrender to them and then do everything they do. It is the other way. Where there is a lot of knowledge is where you surrender, not where there is a lot of money and position and power. There is friendship. Here it's surrender to take everything because that just scales us up to the next and next and next level. And when we find somebody spiritually poor, that is the time to not try to solve the physical challenges, material challenges, instead completely give and then base our time around that. Yes, they may need some essentials. Things like they need a food at that point, so give them. That's fine. Essentials, bare minimum. They need something. They come to your home in the lunchtime, and then yes, so we give them the food. They might have come with a physical problem. They might have come with a relationship issue. Bring them back, make them sit down and explain to them about meditation, and then teach them. It is not emergency. If we get dragged into their land issues, and relationship issues, and this issue, that issue. It's a common tendency. Then we're not utilizing our time well. Neither are they benefiting out of it, which should have been a greater conversation to permanently them to get through the challenges of life. So, empathetic response to a materially poor person, friendship response to a materially rich person. A compassionate response. Compassion means you are there completely with them. If they're not coming back to you, calling them and say, hey, what happened? Did you meditate? Yesterday I told you. Did you meditate? Compassionate response to them, that you want to see that they really go beyond where they are. So it is not our ego. Okay, I told them they'll call back. But we have a responsibility to call them, work with them, go to their home and say, have you done it? What do you need? Then a surrender response to a spiritually rich person. There are some great ways that we can utilize our time very well and enhance ourselves significantly. These responses give us deep satisfaction at any given time. And these responses help us to live our experience. When you make those friendships with the material rich, who knows? They might help you in manifestations. And they have so much of later on influence, so they might take on this message slowly. And then they will take this further. So we're understanding spiritual quotient this week. So definitely there'll be plenty of it going to come through with Patriji as we go into the later Q&A hour, enlightenment hour, a repository of wisdom, abundance of wisdom from Patriji. So let's go into meditation, dear friends. Relax yourself. We are doing breath mindfulness meditation or anapanasati meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind. When we empty the mind, we are lowering the volume, the response of our analytical mind, which is constantly analyzing, putting logic. We need to use our analytical mind when it's necessary, not all the time. For example, the simple concept what I mentioned is also analyzed quite a bit. Should I do a surrender response? Why should I do it? I will do it only selectively, filtering, many things that come up. So when we observe a breath, when we empty our mind, our analytical mind is slowly getting subdued, and then it is put to rest. So you can utilize it to the best when you need it, but otherwise it is staying calm. So by doing so, we're providing a direct channel to our subconscious mind. That conscious mind, analytical mind, subconscious. So when we observe our breath, when we empty ourselves, when we are in a lower thought mode over a period of time, then we're providing a direct access to our subconscious mind, just like a child. A child has very little analytical mind developed. So what does it mean to have a direct subconscious mind? What you say is what a child believes, takes in, it goes and records. Hey, you are a good singer. Child takes it. You sing so badly, don't open your mouth. Child takes it, records it. When you record it, then later on that's projected, so they'll not sing. Or when they record it later on, the next time a next person comes, they're ready to sing again. So an analytical mind, when it's taken out, we are directly taking in whatever we receive, goes into the subconscious to store there for us strongly, for us to project it off of things. So a combination of meditation with a positive, miraculous, or expanding knowledge is a great combination, because meditation keeps our subconscious accessible. So what you read in can go into subconscious more and more easily. Analytical mind filters off. Analytical mind is like acting like a barrier. Yes or no. And what is it based on? It's based on what we know. What we know is limited. So of course it is important we choose the right wisdom, right knowledge, right person to whom we go and take it. And then we are open. When we are open, then we receive. So our goal, dear friends, in meditation is to empty your mind by observing our normal natural breath. When you empty your mind, then our thoughts are going lesser and lesser, and we're increasing our mind powers, we're getting access to this greater emptiness or this quantum field. When you observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. When our mind becomes empty, we are experiencing greater emptiness, which is called the quantum energy field. So our goal is to be in that emptiness for as long as you want, that field, that consciousness. So we do this by with specs remote, close your eyes, one, fingers into fingers, rest your hands comfortably in your lap, two, and then cross your feet at ankle. Cross your feet at ankle as you're sitting on the chair, and observe your in breath and out breath. When you observe the breath at this point, take this point as a reference, observe the breath, your mind becomes empty and experiencing emptiness greater. In case you get thought, come back to attending your breath again. So let's go into this meditation. Before doing this, we're doing something called heart elevation process. Just follow my guidance for that heart elevation actively. With your eyes closed, dear friends, relax yourself. Relax your body. Keep your eyes closed. Fingers, legs crossed. Relax your body, every bit of it, your head to toe. Dear friends, dear masters, with your eyes closed, specs removed, keep your hands on your chest area. Rest your attention on your sacred heart and on your breath. Take a slow, long, relaxing breath. And can you feel your beautiful heart? Breathe more of that slow, long, relaxing breath. And can you feel your beautiful heart, your seat of all emotions, your primary connection of your life's experiences into this universe? I want you to recollect a memory or an event from your life where you experienced enormous amount of love, gratitude, joy, or any of the heightened emotions. Relive that moment and feel that emotion in your body, in your heart. Come on, relive that memory, moment from your life and feel it. Feel the joy, feel the love, the gratitude, whatever may be that emotion, dear friends. We're all deeply connected. Deep inside, we are specks of energy. We are intricately connected with each other in this quantum entanglement. When we experience love, joy, gratitude, compassion, we experience that connectedness again. We are becoming one with all things and everybody in that experience. Feel it. feel more of that energy and allow to redirect, to heal yourself deeply. Where you place your attention, there you place your energy. And slowly, I'd like you to go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers, resting your hands comfortably in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath, dear friends.